What's good? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy today. Happy today. Hope you had a wonderful yesterday since we had our last conversation. Canoka base. Let me wait a couple seconds, see till some numbers register. I see we got some people in the building, but y'all made a beat. We got 27 people in the building. Good morning. Good, happy good morning to each of you. Canoka Bess, good morning. Thrilled to life. What's going on? Ray Patterson, Kentrell Grew, Gabe Toss, Jose Lopez. All things, what's happening? I see the tank video starting to roll out. The hate train is rolling again. Yeah, man, I wondered when they were going to start up again. But, it is what it is. Negro doing 24-hour lives talking about Tank. Are they? 24-hour lives. Oh, man. That's a lot, huh? Zacharias, what up, Kodak? What up, Fern? Hey, man, thank you, Zacharias B. He said, let's start the day off with some color, man. Thank you, man. Let's get some color in the chat today. Man, the color in the chat in 2025 was tough on the color in the chat, but there can't be a ton of color in the chat if they're not value provided to boxing fans. And I understand that. So it is what it is, and we're going to live with it, and we're going to make it work. What's up, Marcus the Villain? What's going on, Terrell Summerfield? Vi Ferrer, what's going on? Zulu Lion, KOD Testimonies in the building. What's happening? The beautiful Barbara D, good morning. Troy Hutch, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, that's okay. I mean, look, man, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. What's good, son? Is Tank made that video? They are back on his ass quick. What? Hold on. Tank made a video? What Tank the video? What video did Tank make? What video did Tank make? Did I miss a Tank video? Ms. Tan said they better leave my little dude alone. Tank forever. Did I miss it? They put a video out? Tank put a video out? Somebody let me know. Did Tank put a video out that I missed? If I missed the video, let me know. Only thing that I heard is that they probably going to strip him. The basketball sneaker vid? Oh, I didn't see it. Hey, man, look, bro. All I know is a lot of sensationalism going on around that shit. A lot of sensationalism, man. So, I expect him to get stripped by the WBA more than likely. And, these people are going to keep attacking him and keep attacking him and keep attacking him. Hopefully he'll get by this, hey, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, they're lying about his house being raided. Somebody said that his house was raided. Who said the house was raided, man? Who said his house was raided, man? Man, look, bro, I don't know, man. I look on Twitter for real boxing news. These dudes with KD's on. Okay, oh man, fuck that dude, bro. That dude's a fucking clown. Like, man, that guy's a fucking clown, bro. That's all I can say about that dude. That dude is a clown, man. Like, that dude is a fucking clown, man. What a fucking clown. I have no respect for anybody that respects that guy. What a clown. If his house would have been raided, that shit would have been on all over the news. And why would they raid his house? Like, raid his house? Like, fuck out of here, man. God, dog. Like, man, come on, man. Can you not lie so bad? Just, anyway, you know what they say, man. It is what it is, man. That's what people do, man. That's what makes people that have integrity have integrity. Integrity is not easy, and I have no idea how anybody can just lie like that. like, you know what I mean? Look, hey, man, I don't know anything about Turkey, man. I don't think Turkey's real anyway. You saw that whack-ass card Turkey got going on with Canelo Alvarez and the Mexican card that he's going to put on in Saudi Arabia. He's going to put on a Mexico card. We're all, I mean, first of all, Canelo's not going to be fighting anybody. You know that. Because there ain't nobody for Canelo Alvarez that he's going to fight. So they're going to have a Mexican night in Saudi Arabia. A Mexican night where Canelo gets to pick his fighter. And then not only that, Canelo gets to get paid for all the fighters on the card. What happened to stacked cards, man? Yeah, a Mexico card. They're going to have a Mexico card. Hey, man, Fern, thank you, brother. Said, let's start the day off right, brother. Thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it, dog. I appreciate the color in the chat. Much, much, much. Thank you. Bootleg card. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not going to say anything about that guy, though. What an amazing, amazing, amazing individual. Wow. That is just a robot-ass nigga. That's a robot. Bro, I'm not even going to call you niggas bots anymore. I'm just going to flat call you robots. Bro, you guys are robots, man. Robots. Straight up and down robots. Robots. Like, God, dog, just put anything in your head and you're going to say it. They tell you to do anything and you're going to do it. I think you guys might be Saudi Arabian slaves, man. I ain't lying, bro. I think you guys might be some Yemen slaves or some shit where, like, you guys are free, like you act like you're free, but you're really like fucking slaves to somebody, and you have no choice but to say what they tell you to say exactly like they tell you to say it. Because, God, dog, man, you guys go to the ends of the earth, man. Like Massa tells you what to do. I mean it. Like Massa. And I don't mean in some way like generally speaking, you are subservient to the power structure. No, I mean literally, I think you Negroes are slaves and have to say this shit that you guys say. What in the world is going on with you? But I don't want to even, man, I want to be so positive, man, because I am looking forward to Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, which will be taking place in just a couple weeks. I've got to be excited about that fight. That's the best fight that I know of taking place in a minute. And I'm thinking that people are going with Shakur Stevenson and assuming Shakur Stevenson's just going to win that fight. I think, man, this may be an opportunity for us to see some fantastic stuff this year. You know, that fight and the Deontay Wilder fight. He actually had a pick of police in front of a random house talking about a raid on. Man, let me tell you something, man. Oh, my God. He's signifying, bro. Signifying, bro. Zulu Lion said 55-45 for Tio. Wow, you got it that heavy for Tio? If Tio can stink it up, then yeah, he can get that. He can get a win. The thing is, if Tio stinks it up, it's going to be a game of chess to get Shakur to get aggressive. You know? If Tio can stink it up, maybe, you know, if Tio can stink it up, we'll see if Tio can stink the place up. But I'm excited for the fight. I'm generally, I got Shakur in the fight. I'm generally generally going to be excited for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, man. That undercard, the whole undercard looks pretty decent to me. I'll put it behind my personal prejudice against Zaquan Moses. Let me see. All right, so you have Carlos Adames and Austin Williams. Wow, that's going to be a good fight. That is really nice to see Austin Williams get a shot at the World Championship. Bob Arum is the promoter on this along with Eddie Hearn. So Bob Arum is the Teofimo Lopez part of this. So ammo against Carlos Adames. Carlos Adames is a PBC fighter, so the PBC's fighting on the card too. Always a good sign where you see guys like Keyshawn and Jermaine are both top-ranked fighters. Shushu Carrington, Carlos Castro. Zayed Alimioff and Kevin Castillo, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and Kingsley Ibe. Yeah, I like that card, man. I think that's a pretty decent card. What about y'all? I got this funny feeling Wilder going to catch Usyk. Can he please catch Alexander Usyk? I would be extraordinarily excited. Extremely excited. Hey, what's up? What's going on, David Howard? How you feeling this morning? Please, man. Alexander Usyk, take a dive. I need Alexander Usyk to take a dive. That's what I need. I need somebody to pay that money right now. All you raggedy dudes that be fixing these fights, I need for you to go ahead and fix this Deontay Wilder fight. Fern, authorities did not raid boxer Gervonta Davis's house. By the way, this played on his YouTube channel. Man, fuck that dude, bro. Like, seriously, man. The dude is a god dog, man. Man, oh my God, man. Like, oh my God, bro. You know, you just have no idea as a content creator what it is like to listen to the shit that comes out that guy's pie hole. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like a robot, man. The guy's a robot. Like a straight up pretend human being, straight up robot. Like Al Sharpton and shit. What's going on, Richard Hill? How you feeling, man? He's like Richard, like Al Sharpton or somebody. Al Sharpton is, you know how Al Sharpton be up there on MSNBC or wherever he's on. He has to be talking at the screen with that look on his face, that Ozempic look on his face. Man, that's I just get so disgusted. But anyway, we've got 155. Hey, he said he'd be lapping through his gap. I mean, God, oh. Tank spotted here, Tank spotted there. I thought Tank was doing like O.J. Simpson. I don't know where Tank was spotted. And why, dog, seriously, you would act like the way they're acting like you think it's attempted murder or something. You would think that they got him, they looking for him like he chopped the girl's head off or something. Like he's a serious public threat. Like, man, come on, man. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. I'm telling you, it's a robot. Like, that's the closest thing to a robot I've ever seen in my life, man. Hey, Fanon, just got a notification talking about will Tank survive years in prison? Oh, God. Man, it's amazing when this dude is a star, bro. Anyway, man, man, come on, man. Hey, yeah, please press the like button if you wouldn't mind. Please press the like button. No, seriously, if somebody said, will Tank survive years in prison? What would he be going to prison for years for? Like, does that shit sound like something that's going to put him in prison for years? Does that sound like something? Like it? Hey, Deborah, thank you so much. Like, anyway, man, it's like, it's so terrible. Whatever. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I hate these channels, especially knowing they're criminals. Man, first of all, they're a bunch of fucking thieves. When you know what I mean? Deborah Booker said, good morning, Fanon. Thank you so much, man. Good morning, Deborah Booker. Thank you so much for your support. Look, do you know what pettiness is? Petty and vindictive and effeminate. Petty, vindictive, and effeminate, bro. Petty, vindictive, and effeminate. Let me put it that way. I don't get it, man. But whatever, man. We'll see what happens over time. Anyway, so I wanted to get on this stuff about Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford and the fatal impact. I mean, serious, Zulu Line. That's what they are, bro. They're petty, vindictive, and effeminate. Yes, they are, man. Morning, Fanon. Black Eddie. Fanon, Tank needs to go away from these haters. There's nowhere for him to go. There's nowhere for him to go. You're going to have haters, man. I don't think he's on the internet, so as long as he's not on the internet, he need to just take care of the business that the man needs to take care of. I'm not going to be saying anything about This dude, he's Deontay Wilder's. I mean, Gervonta Davis has got a gang of Ecuadorian mobsters chasing him down the street. You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis has been caught with 15 kilos of cocaine along with 13 girls in his basement. You know, like, dog, like, you like, come on, man. There's just nothing you can say, bro. That's just a dude that badly, badly, badly wants attention. That's somebody that is so desperate to have numbers higher than somebody else's, that, or is just so desperate to have attention or whatever it is, that they are just willing to, they have no dignity. No dignity. No dignity. Gervonta Davis just kidnapped a nun and beat up a priest. Like, come on, man. What's next, bro? What's next, bro? I'm not muted, bro. I am on like a champ. Tank feeds the haters accidentally. I mean, look, bro, I don't know why Tank went out at night, man. Stay your ass at home, Tank. Anyway, it is what it is. I said it before. They can't control the money. They want to control the person. Yeah, I mean, god dang, he's a fucking idiot, though. Like, what an idiot. Like, he's an idiot. Just a lying-ass idiot. That's all I'm saying. God dog, what a lying-ass. Wow. Like, you guys are just such liars, man. Just such liars and vindictive liars. Can the news play out, please, without the extra shit? Gervonta Davis caught trying to smuggle $5 million in cash to Mexico. Gervonta Davis, come on, man. Like I said, Tank and Braun get unnecessary hate. Don't matter what they accomplish. I can't. Dog, I would. LeBron. Come on, LeBron, bro. LeBron. Come on, LeBron. LeBron gets hate. I don't know why. First of all, I ain't paid that close attention to LeBron because I know LeBron can play his ass off. I know that he's a great, great, great. What up, brother Code? How you feeling, brother? What's up, Newt? That shit is what gets these guys views as bad as the National Enquirer. Dog, that's what it is, bro. They also don't want to let anybody grow that's going to really discuss the issues. So they lie all around you. Telling you, man. They are a way to just fucking mess up everything. They are here to destroy. They were here to destroy black boxing in the United States, bro. When that gap-toothed son of a SOB jumped up in the middle of the LDBC and acted like he was part of that shit, get the fuck out of here, man. You con artist-ass bastards. Anyway, bro, can we please get him back, bro? Can you imagine having homies like that? Hell no. I mean, actually, let me tell you this way, bro. I'm a member of a fraternity, so to a certain extent, you got to be cool with people in the fraternity, even though you may not like them very much personally. If you're in a chapter with them, you kind of got to get along to a certain degree. I have line brothers that don't get along with each other, man. I have line brothers, guys that cross with me that don't really see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You still got to get along with people that you don't like. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? So I can see, I can see it. I'm just saying, God dang, man, shit. Wow. What kind of lying are you doing? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, for real, dog. You standing out in the middle of the street talking about there's an elephant standing there, and you look out there ain't no elephant nowhere in the street. And he just pointed, elephant in the street, just to get people out the house. And everybody comes, there's no elephant in the street. But oh, yes, there is. The next day, there's a giraffe in the street. Like, the next day, there's 50 sheep flying over. It's like you must look at it just to see, damn, look at this lie. And you just keep looking at the lie over and, oh, my God, it's disgusting. I'm telling you, man, God, dog. Like the amount of misinformation that is flying around is so over the top, man. Jesus, there's just no way. Do you see all of those AI? Like, let me tell you something, man. It is so bad that there are channels that just AI channels that just make up shit wildly. Just make the shit up wildly so that nobody knows what to believe. That's the thing. It's like you lie so much that the purpose must be that nobody will ever know what the truth is because there's just so many lies flying around about everything. Yo, man, it's amazing, bro. Yeah, the AI is terrible, bro. I don't enjoy AI at all. I don't even like AI editing. When it's natural and you know that the AI did the editing and they did like the voice and they did all of the like you know what I mean? Unnecessary lying ass. You know what I mean? Like, God, dog, bro. Whew. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest, bro. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest. Can't even pronounce the name. Oh, my God. It's just amazing. I am amazed at the amount of it. But I don't enjoy AI. That said, I don't want to give that much more attention other than to say I wish the best for the girl that says she suffered. And also, I wish the best for Gervonta Davis in this situation. And I hope that we get a happy ending to it. And that's all I can really say. As far as there being a pack of lions chasing Gervonta Davis down the street, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't comment on any wild accusations that may be made. I can't comment on any type of wild accusations that may be made by people damn well are just there to make wild accusations. But what did Bad Business, Bud, and Floyd do? Oh, all right. Now look, man. Warren Buffett. I saw an excerpt of an interview with Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett, who people say works with Terence Crawford, right? Warren Buffett, I also think, was around Floyd Mayweather Jr. He said something about business that really hit home with me. He said, you can't do good business with bad people. Let me repeat. He said you can't do good business with bad people. He said it doesn't matter. It does not matter what you try to do, how well what your contract is. You cannot do good business with bad people. And the first thing that he said was like, certain people just like to sue. They like to go to court. They like to sue. Why would you want to go to business and do business with somebody that likes to argue, somebody that likes to be litigious? You can't do good business with bad people. That right there sums up my experiences with my perception of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Terence Crawford. You cannot do good business with bad people. Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. seem to be extraordinarily selfish people who are always looking for a way to get a huge advantage in a relation. Now, I won't say that as much about Floyd as Bud. Bud is someone that you cannot do business with because he has no interest in you getting anything out of the deal. Same thing that I said upset me about Andre Ward when Andre Ward said it didn't matter to him or it wasn't his responsibility that somebody that does business with you gets something out of the deal. So are you a bad person? Which means and bad person is relative to you. Somebody that doesn't want the same thing that you want. Somebody that doesn't want you to be successful. And it doesn't matter what you do. And see that it just sums it up. It sums it up. You see like the slowdown in the PBC. You see Terence Crawford never having ever had a deal where it looked like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? And I think that is the result of why we see American boxing in such a bad position. I really have to admit this. American boxing is in a very bad position right now. It truly, truly is. It is. We have champions, but it's really in a very bad position right now. It's terrible. It's as bad as UK boxing is right now. UK boxing is totally dependent on Turki Al-Sheikh. Totally. Because you have a bunch of fighters in the UK that want to make a ton of money on Turki Al-Sheikh cards, and they can't afford to make that money in the local fights they have in the UK. So the perception is that all of the fights that they want are going to be in Saudi Arabia. You have United States fighters that are being promoted that really can't tell, that are used to getting paychecks without ever selling out an arena and without ever having been being a legitimate draw on their own, having expectations of money having been paid to them and having lifted their expectations to the point where they are going to be totally dependent upon those type of paychecks. The simple dumping of that money in positions to elevate people's expectation has created situations where it's harder to make fights now than it was before. Look at Vergil Ortiz, for example. Vergil Ortiz and Oscar De La Hoya, that's shit that he's out of his mind. There's no way in the world that Jaron Ennis, that Vergil Ortiz is a bigger draw than Jaron Ennis. There's no reason whatsoever that anybody should be talking about anything less than 50-50. Nothing less. There's no reason that Vergil Ortiz should think, or Rick Majerin should think, that Vergil Ortiz is worth a penny more than Jaron Ennis. Because first of all, his argument is crazy, because he's saying that other people are paid more than Vergil, and despite Vergil's fan-friendly style and everything that Vergil Ortiz manager said about Vergil Ortiz, Eddie Hearn can say about Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis has a very fan-friendly style. But guess what? They don't have the money for the fight. They obviously don't have the money for the fight. No, there are big TV deals. There are big TV deals. Amazon, man, they're switching. Anyway, let me leave that alone. Boots can't get a good fight. That is primarily because they don't have enough money to pay people to lose to them. Some of these things, you don't have to look underneath the covers. All right? Some of these things, now, fucking around with these dudes, you got to look underneath the cover. All right? You pull that cover off, look underneath that cover, make sure what you think's under that cover is under that cover. But in this one, not a lot of need. We know full well the reason why that fight ain't taking place is because Vergil Ortiz cannot beat Jaron Ennis. The outcome of the fight is done. Jaron Ennis cannot, Vergil Ortiz, simply put, cannot beat Jaron Ennis. So when they say 60-40, they're basically saying, give me the extra money so that when I want the extra money because it's a bigger risk for me than it is for Vergil Ortiz. But they don't want to say that. That's really like the only reason why you should pay more money to Vergil Ortiz than Jaron Ennis is because you know that Jaron Ennis is going to beat Vergil Ortiz. That's it. And because you don't want to set the precedent of taking less money for fights. So Jaron and Eddie don't know, we're not going to get in the business of taking less money for fights. You know what I mean? So that's why I think the fight's not getting made. People are used to making a lot of money. Devin Haney is the poster boy of making more money than he could possibly ever be deserving. Canelo Alvarez is making way more money than, oh my God, man, nobody cares about Canelo. Have you noticed how absolutely nobody gives a rat's ass about Canelo Alvarez? Canelo Alvarez is a fossil out here, man. Gervonta Davis, they're trying to kick him out of boxing. You know what I mean? They want him out of, these dudes want Gervonta to fuck out of boxing with their super fugazi asses. Just like they gonna turn on Jaron. Only difference is Jerron just don't go outside and don't give him any excuses. For that facts, for now, Boots was going to whip that ass. I've been saying that. Look, it's LeVar Akins. Without a doubt. Jerron Ennis is going to beat the tar out of Vergil Ortiz. That's the end of the day with that. Look, Canelo is washed. Canelo's done. It's over with. And that's not even an American fighter. That's a Mexican fighter that the boxing media in the United States put ahead of every other American fighter for his entire career, primarily because he looked like a white boy. And they were pandering to the Mexican fan base. He took that money and just kept running and then ran into Bud. And then Bud sapped whatever was left of Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford took that shit up out of him. You know? I'm telling you, man. And I liked Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. But I'm telling you, what DAZN has done to American boxing, man, has been, first of all, DAZN has killed UK boxing. Like, they killed UK boxing. UK boxing is just because they're not very good fighters. You know what I'm saying? American boxing can recover from this. American boxing can recover for sure. But the thing is, the press, the media, at some point in time, has got to stop doing the dumb shit that you guys are doing every day. Especially these YouTubers that want to be bigger than the boxing media, that want to be famous. Like, YouTube content creators that want to be famous. I mean, dog, for real. It's a bad thing. Kirk Jones says, I really believe Turkey is behind Tank being set up because he mad because nephew Tank won't play ball with him. I wouldn't put it past it. But I think Tank's going to be good no matter what. Really. I believe Tank's going to be fine no matter what. I think there's a lot of sensationalism around this. I think there's a lot of people getting on top of soapboxes. But, you know, I'm just going to wish well for the young man. Because it seems like he does good business with people. And he's made a lot of money for people. And he's helped a lot of people, you know, without really trying to tear down a lot of people. It's unfortunate that the people that really are out there trying to tear down people with their lies are given ammunition to dog somebody else. Vergil is suing Golden Boy. That means absolutely no boots to Ryan. Hold on. Vergil is suing Golden Boy. Let me see. When did it say Vergil Ortiz? Wow. Vergil Ortiz has embraced a major fight outside the ring in an attempt to land the biggest bout of his career. Ring has learned a lawsuit was filed on Ortiz's behalf Thursday in a Nevada court that requests the termination of his promotional contract with Oscar De La Hoya's company, Golden Boy Promotion, which is represented by Ortiz. Declaratory judgment, breach of contract, interference with economic advantage as a grounds for ending the agreement in a lawsuit filed with the U.S. District Court. Ortiz's hope is that separating himself with Golden Boy will help him secure the high-profile fight he wants next, a showdown with junior middleweight rival Jerron Boots Ennis. All right. Wow. Dope. Get it on. Hey, man, what you going to do, Oscar? Wow. Vergil can't win that fight, bro. Vergil can't win that fight, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a court battle for a minute. You're probably not gonna see it. Who knows, man? They might be trying to look for a settlement. They might settle it. You know? Gotta go. Will you be on Saturday? Keep doing your thing with no reserve. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Saturday. I got to, bro. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be on Saturday. I can't take no days off. I can't take no days off. Have you noticed that I've not allowed myself to be baited? Trevon just said, hey, boots by decapitation. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Hold on one second, man. I gotta see something, man. Oh, thank you, man. Dog, Jameson Childress, man. Thank you so much, Jameson. Thank you, brother. You have no idea what that means to me today, man. Dog, thank you so much. He said on a work call, but still wanted to support. Bro, a big $50 holler from my guy, Jameson Childress. Dog, thank you so much, Jameson. Thanks for tipping your hat to an old man. Hey, man, can we get some? I'm going to get this gong. I need to be hitting more. Oh, man, thank you so much, Jameson. Appreciate you, Jameson. Means a lot, dog. Means a lot. We out here trooping every day. That's such a huge donation, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Man, because I am so disappointed. Is it okay to talk about being disappointed in mankind right now? But anyway, who's putting money on Teofimo Lopez? Has anybody got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur? Who are the people that got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur? Man, seriously, man, thank you, man, for real. I appreciate that support, man. That's very, very huge, dog. Very, very huge. Zulu Lion got him. You got him? Man, why you hate? Hey, dog, why you Zulu Lion, bro? Why you hating on the black man, bro? Why you hating on the Puerto Rican, man? Why you hating on the Puerto Rican, bro? What's up, Kirk Jones? Rich LCMD. Oh, okay. Rich, okay, you got him. That's what's up. What's going on east of the river? Bransford, hey, he got him. All right, Branson's got him. I'm putting money on both and a draw. He fight Blackish. Yeah. Come on, man. Who's riding with the Puerto Rican, dog? Who's riding with the Puerto Rican? Fanon, I can see Tio and Shakur stinking up the ring with a ton of feints and posturing. Bro, if they do that, then they're just going for the paychecks, man. Then they're just going for the paychecks, dog. If they do that, then they're just going for the paycheck. Man, Fanon, I got Tio whipping Shakur's ass for sure. Kirk Jones, you hating, bro. Now, you know damn well ain't nobody ever going to whoop Shakur Stevenson's ass, bro. No, never. Hey, dog. All right, man. I got to start hating for a second, dog. I got to start hating for a second. Man, I can't stand Bill Haney lying ass, bro. Oh, my God. I can't stand Bill Haney's lying ass. I just was inspired to say that. God, dog, I can't stand Bill Haney's lying ass. And I really can't stand Devin's ass. I'm sorry, man. I was just hit with an inspiration to hate on them dudes real fast, man. Maybe somebody will put me up again. Maybe this will be one of the moments that Here for Boxing or somebody else, takes this clip and says, you know what, man? Martin finally admitted, no, I didn't used to hate on that, but right now, dog, I just really, 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 of all the things that disgust me about the sport of boxing right now, it is the constant reminder that Bill and Devin Haney are in the sport. It's like until they leave the sport, bro, the air will never really truly clear. You know what I mean? It's like the clouds will never clear until they're really truly gone. Have you ever seen it's like, you know what I mean? It's like COVID or some shit. It's like always there. It's like this looming shit wherever you go. You're going to get Devin Haney influenced activity. You know what I mean? Like, because I can't stand him, dog. You know why. Anyway, I don't know why. Probably because I just think they're assholes. And I have to have a mimic. No, Fanon. I'm not hating Fanon, but Shakur is not that guy. I think Shakur is that guy, bro. My God, no. Not another 8 years. Nah, dog. Honestly, because I feel like cheaters shouldn't prosper, bro. I don't like that cheaters are prospering. That's what it is. I don't like that cheaters are prospering. It seems like every time I see you guys trying to big up cheaters, I think that it's like cheaters keep prospering. So it hits me wrong because I think he's a cheater. Primarily, I think Devin Haney cheats. This is my personal opinion. I think Devin Haney and Bill Haney cheat in every single solitary way that you can cheat. I think that Terence Crawford cheated. I did. Even though he's a terrific, terrific fighter. Devin, on the other hand, is not a terrific, terrific fighter. I just think that everything is constructed in a way where it's in the power that the powers in boxing just want to be the ones that determine who is going to be successful and who is not going to be successful. You know? And maybe I'm over blaming Devin. Maybe I'm over blaming Bill. Maybe I am. But I don't think so. I don't think I am. We live in a very toxic environment in the sports world right now, where there's a lot of cheating and a lot of fugazi shit going on. And I just see the way that Gary Russell Jr., and I'm never going to forget this, bro. I'm never going to forget that Gary Russell Jr., as great a fighter as Gary Russell Jr. is, was railroaded by Devin and Bill Haney. And all those guys in new media, except for Boxing Ego, really. I'm never going to forget what they did to Gary Russell Jr. Ever. And honestly, man, what's happening to Gervonta just seems like Gary Russell Jr. on steroids. It just really does. I think you guys interfere with people's personal lives outside the ring. I think you guys are involved in these things. There's way too many misfortunes going on, bro, for me not to think you guys are orchestrating some of this shit, if not a lot of this shit. Hey, man, much love, man. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you so much, Jeep Red Boy said, be well, Mr. Blackwell, and salute to the chat. Hey, man, that's my favorite nickname, be well. My boy So Deep gave me a nickname, be well. That's my favorite personal nickname, bro. Thank you so much for the $20 holler, bro. I can actually understand why you would think Crawford, Fanon. No, I mean, no, seriously, Crawford is the fucking best fighter, bro. Like Jeffrey Brooks, let me get a couple seconds on Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is a fucking amazing fucking fighter. He's an amazing fighter. He's a terrific, terrific, terrific fighter. He really, really is. You know what I mean? He's a terrific, terrific fighter. I don't believe the weight gain. That's the only thing. The weight gain, I don't believe it. I'm not talking about his resume or anything like that. I just didn't like the weight gain. I don't like the 160 jump. I don't like that. I don't like how he looked. To me, that looked enhanced. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. There's things about Floyd that I don't like. I don't like that bullshit with Conor McGregor. That Conor McGregor shit still sits. It bothers me that Floyd Mayweather says he's 50-0. He's not 50-0. He's 40-0. He's 49-0. He had 49 professional boxing matches. Then he fought Conor McGregor and took somebody's record off some bullshit. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying that Floyd's not a great fighter. Floyd's a great fighter, but that was some bullshit. That's not some shit that you should count. You know what I mean? He's 49-0. Legitimately, he's 49-0. He did some little cute shit to pass up Rocky Marciano, and he didn't want to get robbed. So he fought something that should have been an exhibition and took what was considered to be that man's record, bro. That's horse shit. If you're going to go for 50-0, dog, you should have earned it the right way, fighting a real fighter in a boxing match, bro, than to take that shit that way, man. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a record that he stole. I mean, on the real, he stole that record. He didn't earn that record. He stole that record. You can say he tied it. But he stole that shit from Rocky Marciano. And that's Rocky Marciano's claim to fame. And he just fought Conor McGregor. And everybody's like, oh, he beat Rocky Marciano. That's bullshit, is what that is. I'm not saying his whole career is bullshit. He's a terrific fighter. But that is some bullshit. That right there was some bullshit. That should still be, and by the way, Rocky Marciano did it at heavyweight. Now I'm out of that coffee. Who was he going to fight that was easy? I'm just saying. He could have fought a regular ass fighter that was a legitimate fight and be like, this is for 50-0 to beat Rocky Marciano. He could have kept the belt. And it would have been him beating the record. But he didn't beat the record by doing Conor McGregor, who had never had a professional fight before that, never had a professional boxer fight after that. But you want to talk shit about Muhammad Ali fighting, losing to Leon Spinks as if Conor McGregor was a better fight than Leon Spinks? Like, you count that bullshit with Conor McGregor. So anyway, it's just, it's shady. That's some bullshit. I don't like that record. I don't think that's a real record. I understand your Eric Snipe. Let me try to do a good job of being a nice person when I read a comment. I understand your sentiments, but it's all about perspective. Not to mention all that shit is rigged, from sports to everything in the world. It appears for the most part. Things can be rigged, but you can still get your ass whooped in something that's rigged. You can overcome and still win a rigged fight. However, it's about perspective. What about perspective? The perspective of what? I don't understand this. I don't understand that point. You'd have to be a little bit more clear with that. What do you mean it's a matter of perspective? I guess anything can be considered to be a perspective. And Rocky Marciano's shit wasn't rigged. Rocky Marciano didn't have an exhibition fight. He fought. And back in the 1950s, everybody was pretty much fighting everybody. He fought. Yeah, he didn't. As far as I know, nobody ever has accused Rocky Marciano of not fighting somebody. The only person that I've ever heard was Sonny Liston. But there's a very weak argument for Sonny Liston having been ducked by Rocky Marciano, because I don't think Sonny Liston was in the rankings very high at the time that Rocky Marciano had retired. So if Rocky Marciano had maybe fought a couple more years, then Rocky Marciano would have had to fight Sonny Liston. But other than that, okay, Erickson. Okay, I'm saying that they gave Floyd that win. I'm agreeing with you. Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you. Troy Hurd said, I heard that Rocky avoided Sonny. No, I don't think that was the case. My understanding is that's not the case. It was at the time that Rocky Marciano retired. Sonny Liston was still very low in the rankings. It wasn't until after he retired, that there was a rise of Sonny Liston in the rankings. So it's kind of, I think it's like they're, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, maybe Lennox Lewis and who came after? Yeah, it's just the timing was, it was timing. Yeah, the timing was just off a little bit. That's how I understand. That's what I understand it to be. That the timing is just off a little bit, man. Thank y'all, brothers, so much for y'all supporting the super chat, bro, for real. It means a lot, dog. It really, really, really does. I thought Floyd became 50 40-0 when he beat Berto. Am I wrong? No, you're wrong. That's 40-0. That was 49-0. Floyd became it in 49-0. Now, as far as Terence Crawford, Anthony, yeah. There you go. That's a perfect one. Like Anthony Joshua and Lennox Lewis. Yeah, there you go. That's or Deontay Wilder. Like Deontay Wilder and Lennox Lewis. I'll say Deontay Wilder and Lennox Lewis. Yeah, Deontay Wilder and Lennox Lewis, or Anthony Joshua and Lennox Lewis, Tyson Fury and Lennox Lewis. Those guys, yeah, because they were all pro when Lennox Lewis was at the top. But, you wouldn't say that he ducked them. Yeah. Muhammad Ali, and like it would have been if Muhammad Ali would have gave him the fight, but like Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes. Even though Larry, not quite. For now, what it do? Marciano saw listing coming, though. I mean, I'm sure they probably did. I'm sure he probably did, but but he didn't. I don't think it was a case where Rocky Marciano wouldn't have fought him. Rocky Marciano, that's the tough old boy, man. Them dudes wasn't ducking like that at the time. Rocky Marciano didn't duck. I don't think Rocky Marciano wasn't going to duck the smoke, Sonny smoked Floyd Patterson twice. I feel Sonny would have got Rocky out of there, or Sonny would have got his ass knocked up out of there. One or the other, because Rocky Marciano can crack, bro. But I don't know, man. You know what it is? I give him respect. I think Rocky Marciano was a great fighter. His legacy is secure in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Thrill, true to life, said, wasn't no ducking back there. No ducking back there, man. Floyd Patterson was what it was about, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at Floyd Patterson and look at Floyd Patterson and Floyd Mayweather. If Floyd Patterson was Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Patterson would have never fought Sonny Liston. Because he would have said skills paid the bills. Skills paid the bills, and you're not a pay-per-view attraction. You're not a pay-per-view attraction. You're not a pay-per-view. He wouldn't have fought him. Oh, you say Rocky Marciano was too small for Sonny Liston? Hey, man. Well, you're no paper. I'm telling you, that's what Floyd would have done if he was Floyd Patterson. His ass, when you're not a pay-per-view attraction, Sonny. You're not a payper-view attraction. Look at all the money I've made. I made more money than you. Go. You ain't got, come on, man. Skills pay the bills. Skill pay the bills. I'm just telling you, man, I don't think he would have fought him. I don't think Floyd had done it. I'm trying to. Why you still mad, Fahim Sator? Why you still mad, bro? Mayweather would have ducked him hard. But look, seriously. He the king of the world? No. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. But then again, at the time, there was only 2 belts at the time. Floyd would have had to do it. But you know why? The number one reason Floyd would have never fought Sonny Liston? Because his ass is too small. Too small to be up there with the big boys, dog. That's why God made you little. God made you little and gives you a ton of excuses for why you're better than somebody you cannot beat. You see what I mean? Isn't that the ultimate excuse, Floyd? Really, man? Isn't that the ultimate excuse? When you can say you're too small, you have to make an excuse for the fact that you say you're better than somebody at something that you couldn't beat them at. Does that make any sense? That you can be better than somebody at something you can't beat them at? Is that possible? To be better at somebody, better than somebody you can't beat them at? Huh? That's a riddle for you boxing people in all you little weight classes. Are you really better than somebody you cannot beat? But. I already know your response. It's going to be but. So just say you're the best little man. You're the best guy below 160 pounds. Say that. Say I'm the greatest fighter below 160 pounds that has ever fought. You can say that, Floyd. Bud Crawford can say that. Yes, you can. You can say that. But you cannot say that you are the best fighter ever when all you know, you don't want no smoke with a whole lot of fighters. Muhammad Ali wanted to smoke with every fighter. Every fighter. See, that's why I don't like ESPN, bro. I don't like ESPN, and the highlights make you look like you're so good because they can't see how little you are. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't even care about Undisputed. I don't care about Undisputed. Because look, man, Lennox Lewis can say, I could beat anybody that ever stepped into the ring. Lennox Lewis can say that. Now, Oliver McCall might say, well, I did whoop your ass. Yeah, but I got my lick back. Hasim Rahman can say, I beat, but I got my lick back. Vitaly Klitschko can say, I think I can beat anybody that ever went into the ring. Really? Even James Toney can say it. James Toney believes that he can beat anybody that ever stepped into the ring. Why? You know why? Because James Toney went up to heavyweight and he fought guys and beat guys that were well over 200 pounds at the time that he fought them. So James Toney can say that. You know, James Toney can say it because James Toney fought guys that big. He say, I'd get him. And he could. Floyd, you can't say that, man. I'm just saying. Floyd can't say that. Manny Pacquiao can't say that. So when you're talking about the greatest fighters of all time and you talking about, hey, bro, you better stick to that pound for pound stuff. Just say pound for pound. But when you say pound for pound, don't use it in a way where you're cheating, right? When you start putting heavyweights in there. That's why I say there ain't no heavyweights in there. That's you niggas cheating when you put a heavyweight in there. Heavyweights are the pound for pound greatest. Tyson Fury said that shit. He was like, look, when I'm a heavyweight, I got to beat everybody no matter what they weight. Doesn't that make me pound for pound? Because I'm the one that actually got to beat everybody that's huge. Alexander Usyk had to fight guys weighing 260. He's 230, they 260. Isn't that really pound for pound? Because he has to fight no matter how big, tall, whatever. So nah, bro. But you guys want to make stars of little dudes. And then when a little dude becomes a star, then you want to shut him down. Muhammad Ali fights different, fight for freedom, fight for oppression, and fight. Wow, that's some interesting stuff you said. Honestly, man, you know what I think misunderstood about Muhammad Ali? Dude was out for Black Americans during the time that he was fighting. Fanan, I love you. Fanan, I love your channel, brother, and I have a question. What do you think about Bud retiring right after Conti passed away? Well, I have to say something. I don't truly believe that Bud Crawford is retired. I don't know. I'm going to wait 2 years because I'm going to wait for 2 years to pass. When he is retired for over 2 years, then I will consider him to have been retired. If he's retired, if he just doesn't say anything for a year, then I would say that, hey, man, he's not retired. What do I think about him retiring after Victor Conti? Nothing of it. I don't think any of it. Again, because I don't think he's retired. I think Bud is going to come back. I think Bud is positioning himself. But if he's retired 2 years, I'll think that. But nothing. I don't think any connection between the two. I don't think there's a connection between the two. Now, if you want to know what I think Victor Conti's death is connected to, I can tell you what I think his death is connected to. I can say that because I do not believe in accidents, especially with scumbags like Victor Conti. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things where I do think are connected, but him retiring, no. I think Bud retired for different reasons. Number one, he didn't want to pay that sanctioning fee and got stripped, and got stripped from that belt. So he may have thought, man, that's fucked up. I'm out of here. He also really didn't have anybody to fight other than Canelo in that. What do I think? Please say what I think Victor Conti died of: cheating and stealing. I think Victor Conti is dead because he stole money. Stole money by cheating the wrong people, and then he threatened the wrong person. And after he threatened the wrong person and he cheated the wrong people, I think his ass got stuck. That's what I think. I think he played a dangerous game and he got a dangerous reward. That's what I think. Yep, that's what I think. Because tell you the truth, after he threatened cats, I thought the dude, I was like, oh, this dude must want to catch a bullet. That's what I thought about him. Because I'm going to tell you, I thought Victor Conti was going to die from a gun blast. Like, seriously, that's what I thought he was going to die from, a gun blast. But guess that's not their style. Because I was like, this dude must want to go. This dude must want to go. Because he's a small fry fucking with big boys. Because you know what the funny thing is? Small fries don't know they small fries because they're always looking down. They don't look up. You know what I mean? They can't see beyond one person. They may think they got like one boss or two people that they got to worry about. And then they look down on everybody else and they think anybody else that they see is down. I know for a fact Victor Conti started fucking around with people that were way above his pay grade. And he and Rick Glazier started threatening people. Rick Glazier threatened this person. Victor Conti threatened that person. And I was like, you niggas, I thought you motherfuckers was crazy. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, these dudes are suicidal. I'm like, these dudes are suicidal. What do they think this is? Oh, you guys think because you think you're big time. Oh, you're not big time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, let me put it this way. If you ever seen a professional, like imagine this is taking place. Boxing, you have Victor Conti and his bums out here playing basketball, right? But they're like Division I basketball players. Division I basketball players. These dudes start talking shit and threatening a fucking first nigga Michael fucking Jordan. Let me say it that way. These dudes are some Division II basketball players talking shit about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen at the same time. And I'm like, you niggas are going to get demolished. That's what I thought. I was like, these dudes talking shit that isn't it? Oh, you're going to get demolished. You're a Division II basketball player. Trying to play a pickup game with him? Oh, you're going to get... So he puts 100 on him. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, he's going to put 100 on him. Because these niggas are crazy. You know what I'm saying? You guys think you big time, dog. You're not big time, bro. So I thought Victor Conti was going to go off something like that. I'm just being honest with you. Just like, you know how Biggie Smalls put out that song? You know how Biggie Smalls put out that song? I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I was like, man, this nigga's going to die. Because the first time I heard I'm going back to Cali was after Tupac Shakur was killed. So I was like, man, Biggie's got a death wish going back to Cali because they're going to kill him in Cali. So it didn't surprise me at all when Biggie Smalls died in California. Because he said some shit where I was like, man, you're going to get these dudes no choice but to kill you. Trust me, I've done it before myself. I have tried to give people no fucking choice but to do it to me just because I know they couldn't. So these dudes is out here playing chicken. These niggas out here playing chicken with a dude with an Uzi. Like, you out your mind. This dude's going to pull the trigger on you. Like I'm saying, like, you're playing, like these niggas is playing, like, it's like they're running down the middle of a street with a semi-truck trying to play chicken with a semi-truck. Dog, this dude is not going to turn the wheel to the side on you. He's just going to run right over you. He's not going to crash himself because he sees you in the middle of the street. You're going to get flattened. So when Victor Conti passed, I was not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. I mean, like, no surprise whatsoever. That's like telling me a 110-year-old man died of old age when that dude was gone. Because I'm like, bro, you playing with shit that's going to get you fucked up. You know what I mean? So I wasn't surprised at all, bro. Okay, so that's why I'm saying I can see a correlation between Victor Conti being gone and the shit Victor Conti was accused of doing, allegedly rest in wherever you are. You know, you cheating a lot of people, man. You playing around with, he's accused, the people, you fucking around with people's money, man. And then you threaten them. Not only was he playing with people's money, he turned around and started threatening people. Like, man, you're not going to steal a nigga's money. You're not going to steal money and make a threat. Like, you made a threat that can be passed. But you steal money, maybe it can be overlooked. But you're not going to steal money and talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, just because you famous. Like, if you stole the money and you famous and they like, okay, we're going to let you float because you famous and make other people pay the price, okay. But no, you're not going to do that and talk shit. You talk shit. You did it and you talking shit. Get out. You know what I mean? No, that's not going to pan out for you. So look, man, as far as conspiracy theories go, the least surprising things last year was Terence Crawford retiring after his Canelo Alvarez fight. That was very unsurprising. And Victor Conti no longer being here. Not surprising at all. You know what I mean? More surprising is some people are still here. However, their camp, trust me, the big boy got hit. The big boy in that camp got hit. It was a big loss for you crooks, losing Victor Conti. It was a big loss. You know what I'm saying? Who was Victor? Hey, I'm saying it was a big loss for you. Yeah, it was. Big loss for y'all bullies out there in the streets that think you can cheat all the time. No. Even at the level you thought Victor Conti was at. Even at the level that you thought Victor Conti was at, where he could do what he wanted to do and he had all his connections. Nah, bro, you can't do whatever you want to do in this world, man. You cannot do whatever you want to whomever you want to do it to. No, every human being's got power. You can have behind the scenes power and lose your life because somebody's got immediate power. You can have immediate power and lose your life because somebody has political power. You understand? Let me explain that to you. Everybody has personal immediate power. Anybody can pick up a gun and shoot anybody they get close enough to. Anybody has the capacity of doing that. So we all, not anybody, provided you have, your physical body's intact, right? So you have that type of power. Everybody has to respect everybody else because they have that much. That's why your mama teaches you, look, man, at a certain point, you got to defend yourself. You can't let somebody just walk up and slap you. You better slap them back. Otherwise, they're going to use their personal power to try to dominate you in all kinds of other areas. So you understand that. There's also people that have political power, power because of who their family is, or power because of the company that they work for, or power because of the job that they have. And they have the power to affect you when they're not even there. So you guys need to understand, sometimes you need to just act right, stay on code, and don't mistreat people. Because just because you have immediate power doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't have political power. Just because you have immediate power doesn't mean somebody doesn't have greater immediate power. You talking shit in the streets and you don't realize somebody's a UFC fighter, they choke you out. Like, oops, I guess I should have kept my mouth shut. Why? Because you didn't appreciate or anticipate that person's immediate power. Sometimes you think you have political cover. You have political things that you can say. And you realize, oh, you can't say that because of the pressure that you get back for the things that you say. We all know, isn't that what you do? Isn't that what you do when you media people think you can jump on top of me and send some bullshit paperwork to my house and send your little bots to talk bad about me because you guys can put something? No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. You couldn't do it. Your political power did not do anything. It can do things to fighters the way you're doing Gervonta, the way you guys are, you're using your political influence to put Gervonta in very difficult situations. We don't believe in coincidences. However, at a certain point in time, like I said, you can have political power and you figure out somebody else has greater political power. So just like when somebody has greater immediate physical power than you, they can overcome you. When somebody has greater political power or social power, they can overcome you. And if they have more muscle, which is what? Where somebody literally has physical ability to control you. That's what muscle is. And it doesn't have to be you individually. It could be somebody representing you. When somebody has muscle, which means a lot of immediate power, let me tell you an example of somebody that has a lot of immediate power. A police chief. He has a lot of immediate power. He can send a bunch of people at you. That's a lot of immediate power. What else does he have? A lot of political power, because he has a political infrastructure to imprison you. So you guys need to understand, don't confuse your personal power, misuse your personal power, because guess what? That brings people with muscle. When you start threatening people with your physical immediate power, how do we do, you bums? We just hit you with a lot more immediate power. The power to put a RICO on you. Oh, power to sit your players in a jail cell. You know how we did you with the RICOs and the investigations in 2025, how we influence you with our immediate power, which puts you niggas in jails and under indictment. And we made the indictments on a very high level, very public, so everybody knows. 6, 7 of them now, 7 separate RICOs in just this last 12 months. 7. That's called putting immediate power on your ass and political power on you. And you guys fucked around and you found out. But you still ain't figured it out to not mistreat people. You still not learned that what got you into trouble is that you mistreat people, which is back to what I'm saying about what Rupert Murdoch said. You can't do, God dang it, nigga, you know I'm on this show. Hold on one second. Like seriously, That's what happened to y'all in 20. That's the story of 2025 for y'all. That's the story of 2025 for y'all clowns. So again, I'm sorry to talk about Victor Conti. I'm not surprised at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. Just like I'm not surprised about that bullshit. Do you know? Hey, man, can anybody tell me when Turki Al-Sheikh's next card is? Somebody tell me when Turki Al-Sheikh's next big fight is. Is it September? Is it in September? Canelo Alvarez is fighting September? That's the 9th month of the year. He's announced a fight 9 months away. How much less money is he going to be spending this year than he spent last year? And how much less money will there be for you guys to be fighting and spending in the United States? Seriously, it's a question that I'm wondering. How much more money do you think, less money this year, will they be spending than last year? I have not heard yet of a $300 million fight taking place next year. You know why? Because Canelo is going to be fighting in rehab. So in the United States, you know that big ass fight that you guys had with Canelo and all of that? Where's the big fight going to be? It's almost like the money ain't there. It's almost like the money ain't there. That's what he said. The next big card, September. You sure they're not? They're not going to do Dmitry Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev, the biggest fight card ever again? They're not going to do that? I mean, maybe it's the political power affecting your ability to spend money. Is that what is? Maybe is it? Could I be wrong? Could I be wrong? Could I be wrong? I don't know if I could be wrong, because I know it was reported that the PIF is worried about the money they have in their public investment fund because they're so heavily invested in EA Sports, which means that they also are only going to use public investment money for things that are taking place in Saudi Arabia. So where's the money going to come from for all these huge $100 million fights that you're going to have in the United States? It's almost like the money is not there. It's almost like I don't see how that's going to take place. Top Rank's not paying $100 million to a fighter. Top Rank doesn't have a television deal. Why? No money. Huh? What's PBC? Got to get more fight cards going on. Where's the money for everything? You guys were talking about unlimited funds. Unlimited funds, you guys should be fighting every month. Ain't that what you said, Claymore? When you jumped on here to try to sell that line of horse shit to people? You remember when you were out there and you had those talking points, bro, and you're looking at the screen and you all prepared to talk about Turki Al-Sheikh and how Turki Al-Sheikh had offered Gervonta all this money and how he needs to go to Saudi Arabia and you remember all of that stuff you guys were doing? Where's the money? Where's His Excellency? Hall of Fame in Vegas. Hall of Fame, but all of a sudden the fights ain't there. What's going on? It's almost like when they said it's too good to be true, it wasn't true. How y'all feeling? Like, seriously, where are the... I used to rely on you trolls, man. I used to rely on you trolls. You guys could jump up here and tell me that I was crazy. But I could have sworn this is a lot less active. A lot less active. And a lot less money going around for fights on DAZN than going on 2 years ago when you guys were feeling so froggy. When you guys were bragging about this angel investor that was going to come in to the United States. And You guys are just using hedge fund money. You guys just using hedge fund money. And that's a gamble that people didn't want to take anymore. And your access, I already told you, your access, I'm telling you, it levels way beyond where you are. Not you are. I'm speaking to you specifically. You guys aren't allowed to use this money. You're not allowed to. The same money that you used to use, you are now no longer able to use. And it is manifesting itself. Where are the sponsors for the fight with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez? Where's the promotion for that fight? Where is all of the pomp, all of this? Where is it all? Where is it all? Huh? Claymore, can you hit the link? Let me put a link in the channel. Link, come on, Claymore. Hey, come on. Hey, let's be friends again, Claymore. Here's a link. I know you're listening, Claymore. There's the link right there, Claymore. We can be friends. We can be friends again. As long as you tell me what happened to the unlimited funds. Ray Davis. Where y'all at? I mean, seriously. What happened to where's the money? I'm going to keep asking the question because you guys came with that line of horse shit. I'm so glad that y'all are falling apart. Only problem is who's going to be the next American star? And how can you get the faucet turned back on? That's what I want to know. What are we going to do now that we're out of the way with this fancy shit, right? Now that we got all this bullshit out of the way, where we know that you guys are just getting it from hedge funds, right? And you're basically just getting it from hedge funds. Let's just be honest with what y'all doing. Y'all are getting this money out of hedge funds, and you got Turkey Al-Sheikh being the front man for it. All right? Turkey's probably benefited from it with that money personally. Who knows? But now that the charade is over with, let's get to the question of how we're going to get this money right again. How are you guys going to regain the trust of people to allow them to spend money? Because what little money you have left, dog, you're going to burn that shit up if you're not actually looking for a resolution to the problem. Because you may have some cash stash that you think, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. No, you can't. They're going to bleed you dry, bro. It sucks. It sucks. Fighters are going to make less money. TKO is going to be able to take over, even with their raggedy ass pay scale. Even with that raggedy ass pay scale. Those guys can take over boxing because of you guys. Because over there, they got people that they say, you know what? Even if we invest in TKO, at least we know where the money goes. At least we know where the money comes from, and we know where the money goes. Not when we start dealing with crooks like we got going on right now. Tell King to come on also. Ain't anybody but that clown freaking ass flyer. I don't think freaking flyers. I mean, look, here's a link. They're not going to come on. They're not going to come on. We know they're not going to come on. Mayweather isn't a ranked fighter, so it would not really prove anything. Boxing needs to move and make more. I don't think anybody said about anything about Floyd Mayweather fighting anybody. I am not quite sure where you got that from. I don't get it, quite honestly. I don't know why you would say that. Did somebody say that Floyd should be fighting anybody? I don't know. I don't know that he did. Hold on one second. We done almost what? I said we done almost got frequent converted. No, Hawaii. What is? Hey man, frequent flyer is a good dude though, man. I like when frequent flyer comes by though. I can't lie. I like talking to frequent flyer. I like talking to boxing hacker too. But it is what it is, bro. I can't do all of that. You guys just trying to twist shit up all day. You know what I mean? I thought it said Floyd was gonna fight. No. Floyd and Terence Crawford, fatal impact. Seriously, man, it's the fatal impact of these dudes' careers on American boxing. Number one, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, man. God dog, man. I just hope people don't do business like Terence Crawford. I don't like Terence Crawford is the way that he moves in business. You know? That's what I'm saying. I don't like the way he moves in business. But it is what it is. He's a great, great fighter. Floyd Mayweather Jr., I don't like how, I mean, Floyd, I just think, God dog, man. I just hate Floyd. That Floyd's impact is so much bigger than Terence Crawford's. It's that quest for that 50-0. And believing that really and being undefeated really is, what allows fighters to continue to get to his level. When really and truly there are fighters that got to Floyd's Mayweather's level with losses. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that got that had losses that were at that level. So it's like once somebody loses one time, they're done. And I think that is, I do think that that's a problem. And Floyd flaunts that because he could say, yeah, I'm undefeated, but shit, that doesn't mean I was going to win every fight ever, because that's the truth. And there is a certain amount of humility that people have when it comes to other people. And I just don't think Floyd has much humility at all. And I really think his lack of humility, I don't know, man. I just think that what they had over there with the Golden Boy and Terence and Floyd was a terrific situation. That the egos of Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya kind of fucked up. And then there's also the issue of just the way that the PBC is, his operations in Israel, just, him selling out for fucking Israel to me is just still bananas. Like, it's some shit that where I'm like, bro, are you trying to be bigger worldwide than Muhammad Ali? Is that what it is? Like, do you think by being like an ultra conservative Zionist that somehow makes you some type of like counterpoint to him on the world stage? Like Muhammad Ali is the exact opposite of a sellout. So I'm gonna be a sellout so I can be the greatest sellout ever. Like, and then kind of say that you're doing like, you know what I mean? Like you're the more loyal Christian or something. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I never liked it. You know what I mean? DB3 boys really messed up in Norfolk, and now they want to be treated seriously again. Yeah, they messed up a little bit, but they should be. Man, he's going to be a world champion. Keyshawn Davis can be treated seriously again. He'll be a world champion again. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, anybody got any questions? Anything like that? I'll put a link in this chat if anybody wants to rap about anything. The debates and all of that stuff are over, been over. I'm just hoping American boxing can kick off again, man, a lot better, man, than what's been going on, man. So, anyway, Clarissa Shields. Rick Timms, when does Clarissa fight again? You see something. Nah, I guess I'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, Keyshawn. Oh, February 22nd. Yeah. Keyshawn Davis is going to be a champion again. Keyshawn Davis is going to be a championship again. Oh, here's King of Maiden, you're on mute.
Oh, yo, what's up? What's up?
Good, brother. What's up with you, man?
Man, Keyshawn's Fugazi, man. Keyshawn's Fugazi.
Hey, I'm going to hear you from a distance if you don't mind.
All right. It's cool. But now, like, I've been see, it's kind of funny to me that he's still running this same game plan because after he beat Chick, but what was it he was saying about a certain I guess right now we calling him a fugitive, the US Marshals most wanted. He said he wasn't gonna fight dude, he don't care about him, he not gonna be calling him out no more. Now he back on interviews talking about he knocked dude out. I'm like, hold on, Keyshawn. Wasn't it like last year, the year before you was on interview talking about you sparred him and you noticed you can't do what you normally do? How you have to switch up the entire way that you fight because you wasn't able to find no openings, or his defense was too slick and he's very hard to hit. You couldn't really track him down and everything. And not all of a sudden you saying for sure you knocked the guy out. See, this that same game plan where all them people in that Bud Buddies group, as soon as they got a fight lined up, because we just what few weeks away from his fight. They be talking real greasy. They be talking about, yeah, this guy's ducking me, that guy's ducking me. I know I got to fight in 2 weeks, and there ain't no way we can go ahead and make the fight now unless my opponent pull out and they step in on short notice. But yeah, he ducking me. But as soon as they fight's over and they available, they be quiet as a mouse. Didn't he say he was about to retire for 1 year? Why is he coming back? We don't want his ass. They call him the businessman. He the bad for businessman. He talking about going up to 147 already. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude come in overweight for this fight. He talking about he about to knock out Jermaine Ortiz. I don't see no way he gonna knock out Jermaine Ortiz from the way he been talking before, because the way the things looking is, I wouldn't expect Jermaine Ortiz to stand in front of him, because we know that Cuban style. And this last year, Jermaine Ortiz been the one Cuban that ain't got a knockout. We've been seeing Frank Sanchez getting them knockouts. We've been seeing Rigondeaux getting knockouts. We've seen Laura's on a knockout streak until he got to his last fight. He was on like a 5 or 6 fight knockout streak. His last fight went the distance, but Jermaine Ortiz, we ain't been seeing that from him. Even who was it? Was it Jack Catterall who had just knocked an opponent out the ring? Like all these guys who've been known as movers, they've been stepping up and stopping people, but Jermaine Ortiz has been moving. I don't think he's gonna switch up for Keyshawn. And Keyshawn talking about he got this power. Man, I don't know where he talking about he got power. We seen his fight with Madueno. We seen that fight. Madueno got a chin. It takes something special to knock Madueno out. And that fight went the full 12 rounds. And then we see Madueno get knocked out by Oscar Duarte right after. Nah, Keyshawn's power ain't what people saying it is. Just because he was, 20, 30 pounds bigger than Beranicek and, knocked his midget ass out don't mean nothing. So nah, Keyshawn, he's still in the, I don't know, the chum bucket or what type of bucket to call it? The fucking bucket? Because like the dude ain't it. The dude ain't it. I ain't rocking with Keyshawn until he actually get a good fight in. Now if he do what he say and knock out Jermaine Ortiz, then he do deserve credit, because knocking out a Cuban fighter, man, you got to be able to go ahead and stop them from moving to do it. But I haven't seen anything from Keyshawn that says he'll be able to do that. So it's a wait and see for me.
Be more bully in the building. What up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Chilling. Hey, real quick. A boy named from Nebraska said, "You're small-minded, sir. Why would you work for the white man when you can start and earn more yourself?" Bro, I don't appreciate the insult. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete your comment and tell you to have a nice day. If you like to clarify who you're talking to, that would work as well if you want to put it back in the comment section. But other than that, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Who's supposed to work for the white man? And do you mean by that you're not supposed to? Why would you work for the white man when you can steal shit from black folk? I mean, is that what you mean? Like, I don't get it. What is the alternative to working for the white man? Because I don't think I ever brought anything up about working for white people. What I said is just don't mistreat people. And again, if you're bad, you can't do good business with a bad person. If somebody is self-interested and just about themselves and really don't care about you, then you're never going to have a good relationship with them, no matter how well you write your contracts. So you should pick and choose the people that you want to do business with wisely, because it can burn you at the end. And I do believe that Terence Crawford is definitely an example of that. That most people that I know that have done business with him would have been better off not doing business with him. So take that shit. But I don't know about small-minded. I'm telling you that if somebody is not trustworthy, or somebody is out for themselves, or has a reputation of being out for themselves, you're better not dealing with them, because that's how they're going to be with you. What's up, Be More Bully?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Chilling,
Hey,
man. Good to
man.
hear your voice, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I got my voice back. Man, the flu was kicking my ass for a couple weeks, you know. But
Oh, man. Glad to hear you back doing better.
yeah, give thanks and praises. But you know what? This I'm gonna go into Bud, yo. Bud Crawford still has not defended any of his undisputed championships, and he won't give anybody else the opportunity to fight him. He won't fight a young up and coming boxer. So he going against the way and the order of things. The young always replaces the old, and so on and so forth. It goes on. You know, you're a champion. Fight Boots. That's who he need to fight. He need to fight Boots. Plain and simple. He should have fought him when he was down at 147, but he wormed his way out of it, jumped to 54, and then jumped up to fight one more garbage fight, and then fought Canelo. But I'm saying this to say that I can't put anybody in that upper tier of boxers from the 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s. I can't put him anywhere in that order for the simple fact that he hasn't done what they would do, defend their belts against all on-comers. You know what I mean? That's the basic tenet of boxing. You know what I mean? Two men get in the ring. The A side is always the one who's the draw, who brings people to the table or to the arena to see the fight. You know what I mean? The B side, he may have a following, but he's the up and comer trying to take the A side place. That's the order of things, not to go around and collect as least many of belts as you can until you can get that big fight. And just say, hey, I'm 3-time undisputed. Man, that's a cop out. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like Shakur. He may try to do the same type of run. I look back and I see how they trying to promote him, how he got the people that's behind him now, the team, but he still fumble over what he's trying to say, and he paint himself in the corner from statements he made in the past to statements he making today. You want to put a rehydration cause on Devin Haney when you walked around looking like you 160 and muscled up. So why is you fighting at 135? They all the weight bullies. They believe that being a bigger fighter in the ring going to give them that advantage. And that's how all of them play. You know, I seen a video he training and somebody giving him a white pill while he got a snack cat on. I'm like, get out of here, man. Come on. So now he's a drug teacher, just like Bud was. And shaking my head. You know what I mean? Just shaking my motherfucking head, man. The shit is crazy out here. Crazy out here in these streets. These B-side boxing club bitches are tripping. Seriously tripping. And now seeing what's going on with Tank, I'm like, okay, what the? How you gonna have a news conference out in front of the steps and grandize this and try to pump it up to what it really wasn't what it's really not. Yeah, he put hands on her. He probably pulled out the club, but he didn't beat her. He didn't drag out the building or whatever and do all the extra shit that they saying. You know what I mean? The case was about to be dropped in civil court. Now all of a sudden, criminal want to pick it up. It seemed like somebody is using the situation as a political grandstand event. The way they staged the whole situation of that press conference and the way they made the announcement. Oh, you sending a fugitive task force out for somebody who's not a fugitive. That's ridiculous. Man, shit is going crazy right now in boxing. It's going crazy. I yield to the king of hate.
I say the craziest thing is people saying Shakur gonna be the face of boxing if he beat Teofimo. Now, you know me, I'm a hater, so I'm gonna say this: I hope Shakur rolled his ankle walking up the steps of the ring. That's what I'm thinking. If he rolled his ankle walking up the steps of the ring, or maybe they do like they did Kid Austin. You know, they put the stool in the wrong spot, so he missed it when he's sitting down. I don't care what happened, but you know, some form of hate need to take place. You know, on that boxing ring that night, because that would probably be the most exciting part of the fight. You know, with the way I'm thinking it's gonna go, because ain't nobody want to see tag. If you want to see tag, go to a playground. You know, watch people run around play tag like that. I'm trying to see that in boxing.
Nah.
As long as something like that happened, I'd be cool. Because honestly, I don't know which way that fight gonna go. I think it's a true 50-50 with Teofimo and Shakur. Just because both of them. I mean, Teofimo, I don't know what's up with him. He ain't been the same since the Lomachenko fight. And y'all remember what happened with Kambosos. Speaking of which, I think the one thing that happened with Kambosos was you remember that one guy that called the mountain? That one big old white dude that was on Game of Thrones. They called him the mountain. That's
Oh
his name.
yeah.
And you remember Teofimo did that body shot challenge.
Oh yeah. He let
That
him
was
hit him in the stomach.
that was in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
of training camp for Kambosos. So you remember what the doctor was saying was wrong with his chest and his lungs in that fight?
He had
I'm
COVID.
No, like they were saying that there was something that went on with his chest and lungs to where his chest was filling up with air in a way it wasn't supposed to, so he couldn't really breathe. They said it was like the equivalent of wearing like a 200-pound weight vest or something. And I'm thinking it was from that punch from Big Dude because it lifted him off the ground. How you 140 pounds, you gonna let a 350-pound dude like that hit you with everything he got right in the stomach? But that's what did it to him. So man, like we don't know what type of Teofimo gonna come in. We know that Shakur got peanut brittle hands, so I'm not looking for anything exciting to happen in the fight. That's why I'm hoping like one of them like fall out the ring or some shit. So that way we can at least have something to laugh at.
It's gonna be a boring night of boxing.
Yeah.
You might fall
Yeah.
I'm
asleep.
rooting for some happiness, man. I want some good fights, man. I'm gonna be charged about it. I just want to be in a good mood, man. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all, I'm about to bounce a little. I'm a bounce though right now, man. If y'all don't mind.
Right. Enjoy
All
your
right,
afternoon
brother.
and happy
All right,
weekend.
y'all. Thank
Enjoy
y'all, man.
yourself.
For
Peace
sure,
and
for sure. Talk
blessings.
to y'all soon, brother.
All right,
Peace.
Phoenix.
All
Later.
right, y'all. Hey, y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend. I'll probably be back tomorrow, man. But I'm gonna bounce off now, man. What's up, Thomas Hill? All y'all have a wonderful day. Hey, man, I did a decent job of not snapping on anybody, so I think this was a good live stream. I think I'm a little bit more back than normal. Not about to start snapping on people all the time. Get back, Zulu Lion, bro. Thank you, LeVar. It means a lot to me, man, that you enjoyed the show. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.